There's a letter sitting on the kitchen table. She sees it the moment she walks through the door. Her husband is already holding it. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at her. And in that silence, 3 years of lies collapse in about 4 seconds. This is the story of Sarah, a wife, a mother, a woman who built a perfect life and spent 3 years secretly destroying it, one bet at a time. To anyone looking in, Sarah had everything figured out. 34 years old, marketing manager at a mid-sized firm in Amsterdam, married to Daniel for 6 years, 2 children, a girl and a boy, 4 and 7, a mortgage they could actually afford, date nights every Friday. She was, by every visible measure, fine. But here's what most people don't understand about gambling addiction. It rarely finds people who are falling apart. It finds people who are holding it all together. People who are very, very good at not showing stress. People exactly like Sarah. It started on a Tuesday night in February. Daniel was away for work. The kids were in bed. The house was quiet in that particular way that feels less like peace and more like pressure. She'd had 2 glasses of wine, and she downloaded a casino app because an ad had been following her around the internet for 3 weeks. She deposited 20 euros. She played slots for 40 minutes. She won 180 euros. And she felt, for the first time in a long time, genuinely, electrically alive. She told herself it was a one-time thing. It wasn't. The second time she played, she lost the 180 euros. So she deposited another 50 euros to win it back. Lost that too. Deposited 100 euros. Won 300 euros. Felt the relief flood through her like a drug. And that was it. That was the trap. Fully set. Within 3 months, Sarah was gambling 4 to 5 nights a week. Always after the kids were asleep. Always with the volume turned down. Always with one eye on the bedroom door. She opened a second bank account Daniel didn't know about. A separate email address. A separate phone. For work, she told him. The losses were manageable at first. A few hundred here, 1,000 there. She always believed the next session would fix it. That's not hope. That's a symptom. By the end of year 1, she was 18,000 euros in debt. By the end of year 2, 74,000 euros. She'd taken out 3 personal loans, maxed 4 credit cards, borrowed 12,000 euros from a friend under the pretense of a home renovation that never happened. What most people underestimate is the sheer logistical effort of a secret this size. Sarah wasn't just gambling. She was running a parallel financial life, and she was good at it. She intercepted bank statements before Daniel could see them. She set up email alerts for every account so no physical mail would arrive. When Daniel asked about savings, she had a spreadsheet ready, fabricated, down to the decimal point. She told herself she was protecting him, that she'd fix it before he ever needed to know, that one big win would wipe the slate clean. Gambling addiction doesn't just steal money. It steals the part of your brain that calculates reality. The lies held for almost 3 years. Then small things started breaking. A credit check for a new family car came back rejected. Daniel noticed. Sarah blamed an admin error. He let it go. Then a phone notification. Daniel picked up her work phone to check the time. The screen lit up. A casino app. A balance of 3 euros. He didn't say anything, but he remembered it. Then the letter arrived. It was from a debt collection agency. Formal. Stamped. Addressed to Sarah, but opened. Because Daniel had been waiting. Waiting since the phone, since the car, since a dozen small moments that hadn't made sense. The letter referenced an outstanding balance, 200,000 euros across multiple accounts and loans. The repayment deadline had passed. Legal action was being considered. Daniel read it 3 times. Then he sat down at the kitchen table, and he waited for his wife to come home. Sarah and Daniel did not divorce. That detail often surprises people. They spent 18 months in couples therapy. Sarah entered a gambling addiction program. The debt took 4 years to clear, with help from both families, who had to be told. Every conversation Sarah feared most, she had to have. She lost the friendship of the woman she'd borrowed 12,000 euros from. She lost the version of herself she'd spent years building. But she didn't lose everything. She now runs a support group for women with gambling addiction. Because, and this is the part that matters, almost every woman who walks through the door says the same thing she said on day 1. I didn't think this happened to people like me. Sarah's story isn't unique. It's just rarely told, because gambling addiction in women is still one of the most underreported, under-discussed issues in this space. And that silence costs people everything. If this video made you think about yourself, someone you know, or just the industry itself, come join the conversation. We have a Discord community where we go deeper on everything you see on this channel. The link is in the description. It's free. It's real people. And it's worth your time. I'm the House Edge, and I'll see you in the next one.